Alrighty. As a class or through a video, you have done most of this packet. So this was a video. All of homework 1 was a video. Student handout 2 we did as a class. It's about the converse. So proving that if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then you do have that right triangle. These were all practice problems that you were supposed to do. And then you have done 1 through 3 on this page. It says homework 3 at the top. So I'm going to work through more of these, and you will hopefully be following along and doing the same. So we're down here on number 4. Martin needs to place caution tape across diagonally of a broken rectangle door in his store. The dimensions of the door are 3 feet by 7 feet. How many feet of caution tape will he need? So we need to figure out what is this length. And we're going to do 2 of them. So if I have this 7 by 3, and this is my hypotenuse, 7 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. Well, 7 squared is 49. 3 squared is 9. 49 plus 9 is 58. The opposite of squaring is square rooting. Square root of 58. So C is approximately 7.6. And we need that 2 times. So times 2. So 15.3 feet. Alrighty. Tony is building a doghouse. The front of the view, of the roof of the isosceles triangle has shown below. What is the height of the roof? So this is a leg. Let's call it B. 40 is from here to here. This is the center, so that means this is 20. So you would have 20 squared plus B squared equals 29 squared. And you need to solve for B. Next, if the area of square 2 is 225 units, what is the perimeter? So 225, if you square root that, it's 15. So all these lengths are 15. The perimeter of square 1 is 100. Perimeter is when you add all sides or multiply by 4. So these are 25. What is the area of square B? So of 3, sorry. I said B. So we first need to figure out what is its side length. So 15 squared plus B squared equals C squared. Oh, but C is 25. And then solve for B. So whatever B equals, for the area, you're going to do B squared. And that will be your answer. Because once you find B, you square it, and that is your area of square 3. Next. Joel wants to fence off a triangular portion of his yard for his chickens. The 3 pieces of fencing he has measured are 8, 15, and 20. Use the information below to answer questions 7 through 9. Will Joel be able to make a right triangle with his current lengths? So you have to prove, is this a true statement? 8 squared plus 15 squared equals 20 squared. Cut the longest piece of fence in order to make a right triangle. Find the perimeter of Joel's fence. So the longest piece was 20. We don't know what we need to cut it to. So we are going to pretend we don't know what it is. We're going to pretend we know 8 and we know 15. This we don't know. So 8 squared plus 15 squared equals c squared. And then you are going to have a plus b plus c for your perimeter. If it takes Joel 30 seconds to install each foot of fencing, how many total minutes of time will it take? So the perimeter times 30 equals how many seconds? But it says how many total minutes. So you're going to have whatever your answer is divided by 60 because there's 60 seconds in every minute. And that will give you how many minutes? Mim? On the next page. This is about distance on a coordinate plane. So we're going to use Pythagorean theorem to create right triangles. So here's my hypotenuse. This is the length we need to know. But this is what we do know. We know that we can make a right triangle. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. So 4 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. We can do that again. We know this is our hypotenuse. It is our diagonal. And we can make a right triangle that has lengths of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2. So 2 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared. Again, you still need to solve for these. We have this one. This is our hypotenuse. Not very straight line. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. Triangle EFG shown on the grid. Find the length of EG. Okay, well, we have 1, 2, 3. One leg is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other leg is 9. So 3 squared plus 9 squared equals c squared. Lots of practice. Um, 5, 6, and 7, you need to plot your points in graph. I'm going to say pick one. Of these three. Number 8. Use if each grid represents 1 centimeter, find the length of each segment below. Well, AB is a diagonal, ABC is, but CD is not. In order to find, I should have done this color. We just made a right triangle. 2 of them. So you will be able to find what these lengths are. These ones you just count out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this one is 5, this one is 5 because they are the same. They are mirrored. It's flipped over. So do this one. In the graph below, point A represents Aria's house. Aria, house. B represents Bridget's house, and C represents It's Capri's house. Each unit on the grid represents 2 miles. So you need to find these distances. We don't have a right triangle here. So we need to find these distances. Your best bet is to create a bunch of triangles. So here's this one. Here's this one and this one. Creates one big square, but each of them you can solve. You can count the distance. So here's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would then be 11 from here to here because this is 9 and 2. We can prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to be doing a lot of a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This page is a repeat of the page before, different problems. So you have your diagonal. You're going to create your right triangle. And you're going to solve for your diagonal. All right, now you need to go through and make sure you finish the rest of the packet.